What's going on, everyone? Jake here again. Today we are picking up where we left off the other day on getting the Beetle running. Um, so I actually listed it for sale, and I had an insane amount of interest. I had probably 100 messages on this thing, people wanting to come get it. I've got a guy supposed to be coming to look at it later today, but let's say I still wanted to get the second video out of getting it running. So I decided I'm not going to try and mess with the factory tank because I can't see in it. I don't know how rusty it is inside. And also noticing that the fuel line appears to run through like a frame rail underneath. You know, there's no telling how rusty it is, or you can't even see it. So I have no idea what shape it's in. So I decided not to go that route, and instead I just went and got some fuel hose and a gas can full of gas, and we're just gonna try and run it off of that. So here we go. Okay, so if you watched the last video, we put a new fuel pump on it because the previous owner said that he didn't seem to be working. So we replaced that, and that's really as far as we got. We got to looking at the fuel tank and all that. Anyways, I've put my hose on here. It's down in this gas tank. We're gonna turn it over and see if it'll try to run. What is the throttle on this thing? This here. Yep, probably that lever there. I'm guessing. I don't know, because I don't know Volkswagen stuff. I'm gonna guess it's that. So let's go ahead and crank it over and see what it does. Let me see if I can set you up back here. Doesn't appear to want to start. I think I'll maybe try and, this was in the back, I'll try and give it a shot of that. See if that helps. Alright, take two. Oh, it's pretty loud, but it sounds all right. Oh, cool. Also, I did find out this annoying sound. It's the door buzzer. Very irritating. But, wow. So yeah, it runs pretty good. So it is extremely loud. There is new mufflers in the parts box for it. So I'm not sure if this is the throttle or not. I tried to give it some throttle. It acted like it wanted to stall out. I'm sure the carburetor needs cleaned and gone through. But, let's see if it'll start back up. Oh, the key's a little funky. It's not wanting to turn over sometimes. It's unnatural. Fires right up. I don't want to run it too much because I do have neighbors and it is loud. Well, cool. So yeah, it sounds to run okay. Like I said, I don't know too much about these Volkswagen engines, but it sounds alright to me. It's just very loud. But so yeah, that's good. Fuel pump's working. Let's say this is the line that goes down and then to like a piece of rubber hose that connects to another piece of steel line, and then it looks like it runs up into a frame rail all the way to the front, up into the tank. I suppose it might be in okay shape, I don't know. I just didn't really want to trust it. I didn't want fuel spraying out all over if there's a bunch of rust holes in it. But, well, very cool. Seems like it was a little too easy, but like I say, they did have it running the day before I picked it up. Somebody else had wanted it just for the engine, so he had got it running before I did, but pretty neat. So looking at the exhaust, I don't know if these are the mufflers. I think they're just the exhaust tips. They seem to have some kind of sound deadening stuff in them, but looking underneath it, they go into this here. I'm guessing that is the actual muffler. And this whole one end is completely rusted and fell off. So that does not help at all. But, because I was going to pull these off and put the other ones on that I've got, but I guess I won't bother doing that. So what are your plans for it? Are you going to try and restore it?
Yeah, we're going to restore it.
Yeah.
Pretty
cool.
I'll send you pictures.
Cool. Yeah, I found floor pans for it. I think 200 a side, front to back, because the tunnel's okay in it. It's pretty solid.
Oh, good.
And then I found some other part. They're pretty cheap. That fuel pump was only like 30 bucks.
Really?
So they're really cheap to work on. I didn't look into the top.
You go to, or just?
No, the fuel pump I actually got just at AutoZone.
Really?
But in the floor pans, you just type in 74 Beetle floor pans. They come right up.
Yeah,
but so I didn't look into the top. I did have it down. Everything bends and moves like it should. So that's not all rusted out. But
yeah, we were just looking for something to restore, and I'm like, oh, Beetle.
yeah, there's not too much to them, really. They're so little. But the guy I bought it from had bought it in the early 90s, so he had it a long time.
People look for these riding derbies.
Yeah, he said he bought it up here and then had it down in Florida for quite a few years on Daytona Beach, and then brought it back up here.
Oh, so lots of miles on the old girl.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's sweet, though, man.
Yeah. Well, guys, there you go. That's it for the old 74 Super Beetle. I decided to go ahead and sell it. It was in pretty rough shape. I wasn't going to do a whole lot with it. I just picked it up because it was really cheap and I had always wanted one, so now I can say I had one. and I was able to get a couple videos out of it to you guys, and got it running, which is pretty cool. So I mean, I'm happy with it. You know, maybe I'll get another one in the future, but sounds like these guys are really excited about it. They're gonna probably tear it down and do a full restore. There's some interesting things going on. Anyway, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm glad somebody will get it fixed up and back on the road like it deserves to be. So let me know what you think. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe, and have a good one.